bintang memberikan perkhidmatan 5 bintang. Satu lagi idea bernas untuk anda.
Salam Perpaduan, I'm Jessica Lee and you're watching Updates at Noon, making the headlines today. Enhance national security to boost economic growth. Terengganu flood victims rose to 599. National security and sovereignty will be given extra attention to strengthen the country's economy. Defence Minister Datuk Seri Mohammed Hassan said these factors are among main factors evaluated by foreign investors before they establish business relations with a country. Elaborating further, Datuk Seri Mohammed said national preparedness must be at the optimum level to protect country's stability and peace to attract foreign investors into Malaysia.
Isu keselamatan dan kedaulatan negara ini amat penting, ya, kerana pelabur-pelabur dan juga negara-negara luar melihat dengan dekat tentang tahap keselamatan kita dan tidak ada siapa yang akan datang membawa modal ataupun melabur di negara yang stabilitinya tidak ada dan tidak mempunyai tahap kesiapsiagaan keselamatan yang baik.
He said this in a media conference at the National Defence Centre or Puspahanas graduation ceremony in Putrajaya. Earlier, the minister said Puspahanas will be turned into a National Defence Centre of Excellence in this region. Meanwhile, Datuk Seri Mohammed said he is also working on finding the best solution in regards to veterans' welfare and housing for military personnel. He added the issue will be studied thoroughly while taking into account the country's financial ability following the prediction of global economic crisis next year.
Kita akan teliti dengan baik, ya. Nombor satu, penelitian berkenaan isu tersebut. Nombor dua, kemampuan negara. So kita kena bagi keutamaan, ya, keutamaan. Dalam keadaan negara kita bersedia untuk menghadapi banyak orang kata akan ada recession, serious recession next 2 years, everything. Kita kena memberikan keutamaan-keutamaan, ya, yang mana kita perlu ada untuk kita pastikan ianya dapat disusun atur dengan baik.
Previously, issues on veterans' welfare such as financial and housing aid, pension regulation as well as more skills training have been voiced out to be given attention by the relevant party. Initial investigations into the data leak involving 5 million AirAsia passengers and staff found there was a cyber attack on AirAsia's server system on the 12th of November, resulting from unauthorized access. Communications and Digital Minister Fahmi Fazil said the cyber attack had the potential to cause data leakage, and further investigations were underway to identify the cause of the intrusion as well as the overall impact of the incident. He said the investigating team from the ministry, which consists of the Personal Data Protection Department and Cybersecurity Malaysia, has begun the probe by holding discussions with the management of Capital A, which is the parent company of AirAsia, on the 1st of December. In a statement today, Fahmi said following the discussion, Capital A has been instructed to submit evidentiary documents along with computerized data evidence related to the investigation of this case. The Fahmi said the ministry viewed seriously allegations that the data leak was caused by a hacker group known as Disember. Last month, local media reported that the personal data of passengers and employees of the low-cost airline was allegedly leaked after being hacked by a cybercrime group known as Disember. The smart tunnel resumed operations after being closed for over 2 hours following heavy rain in the Klang Valley yesterday. The Smart Storm Water Control Centre, or Smart SCC, said in a statement yesterday that the system had returned to mode 2B and the traffic tunnel was reopened at 9:30 p.m. yesterday, followed by mode 1 status at 10:10 p.m. Smart SCC said throughout the operation, 910,000 cubic meters of water was diverted from the Klang River and Ampang River to the Berembang Retention Pond to control the flow of the water of the Klang River to the city centre. Smart SCC activated Mode 2 for flood operations at 6:51 p.m. when the flow of water at the meeting point of Klang River and Ampang River reached 70 cubic meters a second. Mode 3 was activated at 7:13 p.m. when the flow of water reached 150 cubic meters a second. During the operation, the traffic tunnel was closed to all vehicles. The number of flood victims in Terengganu has increased to 599, involving 154 families as of 8 a.m. today, compared to 308 victims from 85 families recorded last night. State Disaster Management Committee Secretariat, in a statement today, informed that Kemaman was the latest district to be hit, requiring 3 relief centres to be opened last night. The relief centres are at Dewan Abdul Rahman Limbong to accommodate 235 victims from 51 families, Sekolah Kebangsaan SK Kemasik to cater to 28 victims from 9 families, and SK Kampung Baru Kerteh is housing 21 victims from 8 families. In Kuala Nerus, a total of 133 victims from 33 families are at SK Tok Jembal, and another 76 victims, or 19 families, are at SK Bukit Nanas, while in Kuala Terengganu, 44 victims, or 14 families, are seeking shelter at SK Atas Tol, and 16 victims from 6 families are at SK Chendering. Meanwhile, 3 relief centres are still operating in Setia, namely SK Kampung Sri Kasa with a total of 25 victims, 7 families, Kampung Bukit Nenas Community Hall with 13 victims, 4 families, and Surau Mak Bakas is sheltering 8 victims from 3 families. Meanwhile, in Pahang, following continuous heavy rain since yesterday, 8 relief centres were opened to accommodate 537 victims from 160 families as of 8 a.m. today, after 5 districts were hit by floods. The State Disaster Management Committee Secretariat informed that the Merlo district recorded the highest number of victims, with 380 people evacuated, followed by Lipis, 79 victims, Jerantut, 34, Bera, 25, and Raup, 19. In addition, 2 rivers in Pahang, namely Sungai Lipis in Batu Malim Raup and Sungai Triang Bera, have passed the danger level. According to the weather forecast, rain is expected in the afternoon in Kuantan, Pekan, Jerantut and Rompin, while thunderstorms will hit several areas in Temerloh, Maran, Raup, Cameron Highlands, Bentong and Bera. Now, Malaysia will become the 3rd country in Asian region to use the World Tennis Number, or WTN. The system, which was developed by International Tennis Federation, or ITF, in 2019, is the most advanced level-based play rating system that will allow players to be compared accurately against players around the world. According to Tennis Malaysia President Mirzan Mahathir, the system will be implemented in any tournament held in Malaysia to maximise its effectiveness.
Dengan itu baru dia boleh compute kan nombor ini dengan level of accuracy. Dan ini adalah satu development yang bagus untuk kita, oleh kerana kita boleh bandingkan player-player kita ni dengan player antarabangsa ya, dari negara-negara lain, dan dengan itu kita pun boleh buat rancangan supaya kita boleh meningkatkan lagi taraf tenis di sinilah.
He was met after the ITF WTN launching in Kuala Lumpur. Mirzan said Tennis Malaysia have been working with ITF since mid-2020s and is now ready to implement WTN for the first time ever at the Tennis Malaysia Junior Tour and the National Circuit in 2023. And that ends updates at noon for today. Wrapping up with a recap of our top story, enhance national security to boost economic growth. Tune into News at 10, coming up at 10 p.m. on Saluran Berita RTM. Now we end the news with a visual of a Christmas-themed travelling train bringing joy to crowds in Chicago suburban community. I'm Jessica Lee. Thank you for watching.